Hi, I'm ActiveSteve for Get Out There magazine, and today we're testing and reviewing Saucony's Ride 8 road running shoe. This version of the Ride is not even available in stores yet, but I can tell you that it builds on the Ride 7, which is an award-winning road running shoe. At a high level, this shoe features 8mm of drop from the front to the back, so it's got a fair bit of cushioning to it, even though it retains a fairly light weight. When I put it on the scales here, it tips in at about 279 grams per shoe. As far as colors for the shoe goes, I've got mine in a blue here, and I'm not sure what others they'll have available, but if you have a look at the Saucony website, you'll see most of the models come in a range of different colors. As far as the grip goes on the bottom, you'll see that it's very similar to last year's model. In fact, there's only a few subtle differences that I could tell by looking at the website. All in all, it gives a very smooth ride on the road with a fair bit of flex, but definitely not a free shoe. So you do have some stiffness there, but some flex. Essentially sort of a good middle of the line shoe if you're looking for something between a flat runner and a full cushioned shoe. On the website, it actually describes the Ride as being the perfect blend of cushioning and responsiveness. One of the little features I like on shoes like these is the fact that they use flat laces. Why do I like them so much? When you tie them, they tend to not come untied very easily. As far as visibility goes, there are a few reflective patches on the shoe. You see here at the front by the laces, back around the tongue here, as well as around the back. It looks like they've changed some of the materials that they use around this shoe, whereas before it was kind of more of a big hole mesh. This is more of a smooth finish on it. So they call it, looks like a flex film on the outside. So you'll see here on the shoe it says Power Grid. Essentially that's the midsole technology that Saucony uses. And what its main purpose is to center the foot, absorb the shock, and distribute the pressure across the whole shoe on the bottom. As far as the style of shoe goes, this is basically what you'd call a neutral runner. It doesn't have any kind of motion control or stability built into it. It's just meant to be a good overall shoe for someone who has just a normal type foot. Another thing I found very interesting is if you actually go to the US Saucony website, they actually have a fit guide where you can actually punch in the name of another shoe that you're used to wearing and then compare it against different models, and it'll show you the exact kind of shape and size. So that helps you know whether or not you're picking a shoe that's very close to another one that you've tried before. I've had the shoes now for about a month, and I've taken them out on a number of runs, both dry on the pavement as well as in the rain. I had them down in New Orleans, and I can tell you they've gone through a lot of rain down there and wet. And they came out pretty good and didn't end up with any kind of blistering on my feet, even with totally soaked feet. While I haven't run a full marathon in these yet, I did put them on and pretty much went for a 20K run right away, with no ill effects on my feet. So that's got to say something for the fit and finish of these. They're very smooth on the inside, and I didn't find any kind of sore spots in my feet after running. I felt these shoes were really easy to get into and get right back into road running. But as with any pair of running shoes, I recommend that you try them on in the store and walk around in them to get a sense whether it's going to be a loose or tight fit on your foot. Well, that does it for my review of Saucony's Ride 8 shoe. For more information on this and all the products, head to saucony.ca.